tug you out. Wake up, wake up. Hard to quit. When taste of freedom, now there's no way out. I keep it going. Once you hit it and breathe it in, you know I'll tug you out. Wake up, wake up. Hard to quit. When taste of freedom, now there's no way out. I keep it going.
Just wake up. Wake up. Just wake up. Wake up.
Good morning, buddies. Good morning, good morning. Hold on, let me make sure my microphone's actually facing me because it's kind of not right now. Good morning, good morning. Hold on. Hi. Hello. I hope you're having a good day so far. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Vershi. You don't want to wake up, you're tired. That's a vibe. Let's see. Lena, congrats on getting first. I'm glad your notifications work again. I noticed mine were too on Twitch. For a while, they were not. Goblo, thank you. Thank you for contributing to science. Welcome in, Lena. Thank you for contributing to science. How are we doing today, buddies? How are we doing today? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday! No, I just found that song too, Bershi. I just found. Let's listen to it again because I really like the intro.
Just wake up.
We're doing good besides the heat here. No, that's super fair. It rained last night, but I think it'll be raining again soon because it's so humid still. Usually when it rains here, it stops being humid for the next few days and it's actually really dry. But when it's still this humid after raining, I'm imagining it'll happen again. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I suppose it does not have to happen again, but I imagine that it will. You know? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, so I'm charging my Apple Pencil. And then once it's a little more charged, we'll get started with the drawings today. But I'm feeling like my head is underwater. You're so sleepy. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good. I am chilling. Oh, oh, BL. You're saying blah blah blah. I thought you were saying BBBB, like BIBI. BBBB. But no, I'm doing good. I've been doing a lot of triathlon prep the last few days, and I did kind of like space on commissions for the last 48 hours because of that. I don't usually have that happen, but I was like, oh fuck, yeah, we gotta work on that. So last night, yesterday, and today I've kind of split the attention a bit, and I would like to finish these commissions for the most part before this weekend ends, right? Poggy, welcome in, good morning. Thank you, thank you. Also, what's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know if you can tell, but this model's tongue comes out when I stick my tongue out. Hold on. Hold on. Licking you. I'm licking you. I licked you. Yummy. You taste like Sour Patch Kids. And I like Sour Patch Kids. Oh man, am I tired. It's a vibe though. Oh my god, hello? What the fuck? I like swallowed the air by accident. Excuse me, sorry. You just woke up from a nap in your chair after a night of no sleep, dude. And not you too. Goblo's also been having issues with it lately, with insomnia. I'm sorry, friends. Trill spotted. Is that the lighthouse? Hello, lighthouse. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank you for contributing to science. Where is my spray bottle? I want to add, one of the things I'm going to add for the Trillathlon is some actual, like, channel point redeem toggle type things. And eventually, if I ever unlock the XP thing on YouTube, I think I can put them on there too. And then y'all can head pat and spray with the bottle. You can put me in jail. You can use the dunce hat again. Ideally. How many days are we? We are literally 2 weeks away. I have 14 days and I have a shit ton of stuff to do still. But I'm here for it. Let's see, where's my pencil at? Why does it take so much longer to charge my Apple Pen off of the actual charger than it does from my iPad, but I never understood why. Like, it actually charges faster if I just plug it into my iPad. So that's what we're gonna do. Like, it just saps my iPad's energy. But the thing is, I can't charge my Apple Pencil and use it at the same time, right? I can charge my iPad and use it at the same time. So, the trade-off, truly. But when I do get this going, today we'll be working on some emotes and an illustration before we move on to Night Rain. Hi, Moxie. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Good morning, or afternoon, or good evening. Excuse me. Hi, soldier. Hello, good morning. So many lovely butties this morning. Did you guys hear that V-Shoujo's leaving Giga? The Giga is leaving V-Shoujo? While we're waiting for my pen to charge. Some news that has arrived. She made some pretty valid points as to why she's leaving, and I don't think it's anything like the way Mata had to leave, where it was clearly like they kind of let her go. Where is this? Giga said she went to them and was like, yeah, I think I'll just leave. Not Giga, yeah. I think she said specifically, the part that stuck out to me was she said basically she thought there would be a bigger change in how things were for her when she joined V-Shoujo, which is why she joined to begin with. And not, she doesn't necessarily mean in like numbers or anything, but like in how things were handled, because she was always very hands-on with everything. But she said that nothing really changed when she joined V-Shoujo, except for now she had to go through like more layers of people and approvals, essentially. Not saying they would ever say no to something, but you know, you still have, if you're going through a corporation, there's certain things you have to do through them, versus if you're working as an indie, you don't have to go through those people. So she was just kind of saying, honestly, she's just a very hands-on creator, and she'd rather have more control over her stuff than having, you know, a supportive team that she has to go through first, which some people need. And I was like, that's a very valid reason. Very adult reason, you know? Somebody was like, you're too autonomous for a corporation. I was like, yeah, pretty much. You did not? Yeah, she announced it yesterday. Finally, yesterday when I played with Bershi, I found out that if I put a cross region on the server, it seems to work better. Oh, really? Good. Yeah, I think that'll help a lot because, because cross region, that's what I have mine on. When I played with you for the first time, I turned it on. It's still more work, which can be it. Well, she was saying basically that she does it all herself anyways. She was saying that she could technically put it on a team and let them do it for her, but she's just such a hands-on person that she rather would do it herself. And so she doesn't need the corporation for that. Or as somebody who might not want to deal with all of that themselves, a corporation would be great for them. But she, and you know, it's fair. She seems like a very hands-on person. She's very capable of stuff, you know, and she's very knowledgeable, and I get that. She's not necessarily like a control freak, but she likes getting her hands in it, you know? We are I'm literally, Moxie, we're gonna work on some emotes today. That's the first thing we're gonna work on. I'm charging my pencil right now. It's at, see, it was at 5% from before stream started to when I took it off the charger and plugged it into my iPad. Now it's at 23%. I don't know why it charges. It's like when you put in a Joy-Con to charge on the Switch. I haven't used my Switch in ages, but I remember it being really fast. Yes, now you can see me on the floor more reliably. I love that. Once this gets to like 30%, we'll get started. I should open my Reflector app so it has a time to register onto my iPad.
Never broken. Maybe this is pointless. Maybe I don't know this.
Do you have a link to check out commission prices and stuff? I do! Let me...
All the right things, playing with my heartstrings. I'm in trouble now.
And then the bot won't post. Oh no, it did post it. Hell yeah. There you go. I didn't know if it would work in the YouTube chat. But that's my VGen link for commission info if you ever wanted to check it out. Alright, we're at 30%. We're at 29%. Close enough. And then we'll plug the iPad in until my phone needs to be charged. I love this super lightning cable I have, bro. My mom bought it by accident because she didn't end up needing it, and it's the best thing ever. It's gigantic. It's fucking huge. It's just so large, like long, and it's amazing. All right, now let's reflect to these nuts while we switch to the drawing scene. And pull up my drawing table. Here it is. Now you guys are seeing what I'm watching, which is just the music videos for the music. And that's okay. 5, 6, 8. Let me move. Oh my god. I even turned on the humidifier. I don't know. I don't know. But yes. Working on emotes today for the lovely Not Really Sarah. We are gonna start with, I've done emotes for her before, so she has 4 emotes ordered. I'm gonna start with her giggle emote because I feel like it'll probably be the simplest because it'll just be reusing the design I have for her other emotes. So that's what this is. Well, really, the giggle emote, it's just 2 frames. It's just that. Right, when you make it smaller, it just kind of looks like somebody's giggling. Maybe the speed is a bit... You know, you can change the speed how you want. And make the frames more... I don't know, frame-by-frame animation is a bit annoying, but when you can do it like this, you can just kind of make 2 separate pieces and then make multiple layers and then make multiple images using them sort of as like paper pieces. Which is easier to say out loud than to just show it. I mean, which I'll show later. I'm getting stumbling over my words. Hi, Pikachu! Good morning. Good morning, good morning. But yeah, for now, we're gonna turn animation assist off because I don't really need that on right now. So this is the generic... Why am I... Oh my god, my throat is so dry. Or like, tight or itchy? I don't know what the right word is. Holy shit, it's Pikachu! It is Pikachu. Watch out, Team Rocket might come after you. And then this was, I really liked the way I did her face in this emote, so I wanted to reference this specifically when adding it to, look how cute she is. Look how cute she is. It's 9 p.m. Oh, well, good evening to you then, Pikachu. But yeah, let's flip this stuff. She's a cutie. Sarah's a cutie. What? What? Hello, that's not what I'm trying to do. Procreate, let's work together. And then I'm gonna line up my drawing over my drawing. I'm gonna try to line up the face and the nose the most. And then we're gonna just redraw her main features here. I'm gonna get the sketch color out. I like to sketch in like pink. And that's a good size. Alright, now we sketch. Now we sketch. But first, bubbles, actually, I think. Methinks bubbles, yes. I also realized I can move my phone right in front of me rather than to my left because I'm not playing a game. I'm gonna turn the music up a bit. Well, no, I think it's fine for you guys. I'm gonna turn it up on my end then. That's nice art. Thank you. And then we got ourselves a nice curve here. And boom. And boom. Seeing this is making me think how I need to work on more emotes for your personal server. You should! Emotes are so fun. I love making and designing emotes. They're such a fun thing. Yes! Look at you, Lighthouse. You're like dancing like the little buddy on our desk. Or the I always forget Spider-Man is here! Every week, it's like a fucking brand new surprise. I forget he's here every time. Please excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's the Spider-Man. Look at him go. I always forget he's here until I look over. How about change to Bully McGuire? Oh my god, that would be amazing to add if I could find a transparent version of him dancing to just add that in the other corner. The emo Maguire. Peter Parker, I swear to Christ! Oh my gosh. Spider-Man's so cool. What was your favorite Spider-Man series? Was it Tobey Maguire? Who was your favorite Spider-Man in recent years, rather, I should ask? Was it Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland? Spider-Man got moves! This is a GIF historically on the internet that would get posted with it, like any song you could post it with, and it would line up to the music eventually and look like it was actually dancing to the music. Because I remember finding it on Tumblr, attached to like NSYNC songs, attached to like Kesha, like all sorts of random shit. Which actually, NSYNC and Kesha might have more in common than I realized when I tried to give two totally opposite examples. They kind of both dance music, but... Tom Holland is best, but also worse because British. I am an Andrew Garfield lover. I was like at the age where he was just so hot to me when he did The Social Network, and I was like obsessed with him, and then he became Spider-Man, and I was like, ah! Tobey, yeah, I know a lot of people prefer Tobey. Like, if I'm going for nostalgia, Tobey, for sure. Nostalgia. If I'm going for who made me laugh the most, genuinely, Tom Holland. Tom Holland is like hilarious. His stuff makes me laugh like crazy. And then who I like swooned over the most was Andrew Garfield because of my like I was around that age. I was around like I don't even remember how old I was when it came out, but I was around the age where I found him hot. I know that much. I was like, God damn, Andrew Garfield. And then he started dating the girl who played Mary Jane, Emma Stone, and I thought that was really cute too. I have no idea what happened to him though. Like I know he did him and Tobey Maguire did the reunion Spider-Man thing, but like I don't think either one of them really do much acting outside of that now. Or at least not in the mainstream movies, or I just don't watch enough mainstream movies to know, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I like Spider-Man a lot. He's just a funny character, like even just the comic book character. Just witty, you know? He's got that vibe about him. Alright, now my favorite part of the sketch that nobody forces me to do this but myself, which is that we have to completely color this in one line without picking the pen up, or else we get this weird double shade thing right there where you get that overlap, and I hate that. So now we do where I try to color the whole thing in without letting my pen skip or pick up. It's okay if it goes out of the lines just a little bit. And there's no reason to do it like this. I could put it on a separate layer, just do it like a regular line, and then lower the opacity of that layer, and then combine it with this layer. But this is just, it just feels right. It feels like the real challenge. Alright, we're gonna do a little fat outline there. We're gonna go to the hardest part and come back so I don't have to do that later. But we're gonna be really careful because we don't want the pen to pick up. We're doing really good. We're doing really good. I'm kind of missing some areas. We're doing really good. We're doing really good. Almost there. We're kind of slowing down. Filling in those little cracks is a little difficult. We're almost there. Almost there. Getting that part. Almost there. We're almost done. Almost. Almost. Let's go! I did it! But that's steps, and this goes for exactly Lighthouse, you get it. The correct answer is the emissary from hell Japanese Spider-Man that cuts to the same footage of him crawling around a lot. I can imagine something, and I imagine what you're describing is a lot less cursed than what I'm picturing. You know? What I'm picturing is pretty fucking cursed. Oh, don't undo it. Not me accidentally double tapping. Yay! Okay. Next eye. Now, what's funny is she's gonna have her eyes like this, so we're not even gonna see all these little streaks at the bottom, but that's fine. Japanese Spider-Man is actually the best. Yeah. I don't know that I've seen Japanese Spider-Man. Maybe if it's a public thing we can watch available without having to break copyright or something, we can watch it during the Trillathlon. Well, one of the things I want to do during the Trillathon is watch Epic the musical, because I know like that's like a big thing for people to react to, and I've never seen it still, so that could be a fun thing to do. Uses a machine gun? Spider-Man using a gun is crazy. What? That's like such a not Spider-Man thing to do though. In Japan as well. Does it shoot spiders? In Japan as well, where guns are like not that big of a thing. That's so weird to me. Of all places, is he like a Yakuza member? It's like a weird mix of common Sentai and Spider-Man. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. If you don't know what Kamen Rider or Super Sentai is, for people who aren't familiar, it's like Power Rangers type stuff, but like the origination of that. Because Power Rangers is a Super Sentai, essentially. Based type vibe. I've played enough Fortnite to be comfortable with most characters using guns. Hi, Artie. Welcome in. Good morning. That's fair. That is fair. I forget you play Fortnite, Artie. On your phone, too, which is crazy skill, dude. Crazy skill. Crazy skill. On the phone? Yeah! Artie is a gamer. It's actually crazy what you can do on your phone these days from like a gaming perspective. There's quite a few pretty good mobile games. I dropped a quick clip in the server for whomever is curious. I'll have to watch it after stream, but I will watch it after stream. I go through everything after stream. I sit at my desk all day, every day, and I sit here on Discord like, you know what I'm glad, what service I'm so glad does not do a Wrapped at the end of the year? Discord. If Discord did a Wrapped, I would be so cooked. It would be like all of the hours in the year. It's embarrassing. Truly, except for when I'm asleep. Ew, Fortnite. I used to be so addicted to Fortnite. I don't know if you were here on the channel yet, Goblo, but I had a Fortnite phase after Dead by Daylight. I used to, my last phone was able to run it. Freaking love the crossplay. Yeah, it was so fun. And I just remember one day we were playing and I look and I see the mobile phone icon next to your name, because they'll show you on cross-platform in Fortnite. They'll show you what platform the other people are playing on. So like PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or your phone. And I remember one day we were doing like open lobbies and Artie joined and I was like, are you playing from your phone? That's crazy! It was so funny to me. Because I didn't know. Discord Wrapped, most said words, most used emotes, time open, time spent in voice. You think you played with me? Oh, based. The reactions are always great, right? It's like you might as well put like a fridge or a microwave. It's that crazy to people to think. Because a first-person shooter on your phone, it's not impossible. Like, I think PUBG is also playable on phone. But it's not as easy as, like, obviously a controller or a mouse and keyboard would be. So it's just funny to hear. You're like, what? Like, people who do art on their phones are wild. I found a VTuber artist and she was doing a giveaway. I entered it, didn't win, but she does models on her phone. From her phone, she does the model art. Obviously, I don't think you can rig from your phone, but I was like, that's actually fucking crazy. What? That's actually crazy. Yeah, COD Mobile. Exactly, Soldier. How does your phone run Fortnite? My computer can't even run it. If it's a gamer phone, you know. The Jackbox drawing games are enough art from me. It is. Those, oh man, Jackbox is so fun. We're gonna be playing it on Saturday night. So if you want to come play Dirty Drawful, or if Shammy's able to play, we can play TKO. Shammy has like all the Jackbox games, and I'm like the lame-o who only has one. But I never want to make her feel like she has to show up, right? So Dirty Drawful's fun though, so it's good enough. My phone runs Fortnite, but permanently damaged the battery. Really? Not surprising, actually. mine couldn't either before it broke, curiously enough. Really? My phone is more powerful than a laptop? Some phones are very powerful. The only thing that's broken is its limiter? Really? Or are you just saying that as like a joke? People who can do art on phones scare me. Like, yes, I get it. I do it on an iPad, but this thing is like a foot long. A foot long and like half a foot tall. Not well, maybe. I don't know. It's like if I were to put my forearm across it, it would, yes. I'm making sense. Ha! It's about the size of a piece of paper, if not a little smaller. There we go. Yeah, Poggy. I was hearing my Iron Mouse really likes Pal World because they've done a lot for like the Immune Deficiency Foundation fundraisers and stuff. So she was saying she re-downloaded it and was playing a lot of the Terraria update. Oh, go past their limit. Yeah. No, I got you. One of the characters in Black Clover, that's like his whole thing is pushing past your limits. Yami Sukihiro. I love Black Clover. Unironically, it's like junk food. It's so bad, but it's so good to me. I love it. How World survived the lawsuit? I mean, it was rough on them, but yeah, they didn't shut down or anything. They just had to change how things work. Oh, for sure, Poggy. I think the Nintendo lawsuit brought some visibility and maybe some sympathy from other game devs who were like, hey, bro, let's maybe try to do something together to help you out of this. It's over 9,000! Exactly. Okay, so the way that I have the eyes on this is like when you raise your cheeks up and they kind of close. The issue with this is this character's makeup, the character's design's makeup, right, goes past this. So we need to kind of consider what this would actually look like on a character like this. Right? So if the cheek here...
God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves? The murderers of our murderers. What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has owned has went to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? What water is there to clean ourselves?
Thank you for killing God for me, Artie. I appreciate it. 39 times. That is impressive. Cheeks up? Just what the heck is going on up here? Yeah, we gotta get her cheeked up. So... this song sounds like an Imagine Dragons song, but it is not. It sounds very similar to an Imagine Dragons song. My friend is completely ignoring me right now. Even if I went into his Roblox game to chat with him, he acts like I'm not even there. Ooh. That's tough. I never understand people like that. Like, they have a problem with you, but they don't want to talk it out. I'm like, okay, well, goodbye, I guess. What? Haven't killed God in a while. Hope they didn't miss me. I'm not sure how God feels about the fact that we kill him every day. Or her. Or them. Alright, how would this look if we just... I like how my Discord just notified me that I went live. Terrible. We could do like little lines here to like indicate where the rest of the makeup would be still. I think that's fine. We're in a constant cycle of rebirth anyways, so happy birthday to everyone, by the way. True. Speaking of birthdays, Did you know I'm throwing a birthday event next month? Poggers, would love to see you there. I don't know why that was so bad. Yeah! And Sunday we were playing games and stuff like we normally do, but ever since he hasn't said anything? Have you asked? I don't know. Whenever I worry people are upset with me, I try to ask, like, hey, is everything alright? Because sometimes it could be like they're just like busy. And I've assumed that before and then found out later, nope, this person was just upset with me. So I don't know, you could reach out and ask, or, you know, not. But I guess it depends on if you're really wanting to, like, fix whatever could be wrong, or if it's just like, damn, this kind of sucks, well, goodbye, you know? Which are both valid reactions, I would say. Actually, let's leave this side now. Yeah, I'm not psychic, so everything needs to be said clearly to me. Exactly. Exactly. If you have a problem with me, I need you to be upfront, because I can't read minds. If you want something from me, tell me. Speak. I understand I struggle with it too. It's why I don't ask people for things ever, because I know I struggle with it. And if you're someone who struggles with it too, then you know what? I guess join me in not asking for anything ever. Even though it's extremely unhealthy to do that. Yeah, this looks fine. I think just moving this up a bit works for my purposes. Because your makeup doesn't just disappear. And your cheeks are raised up. Alright, and then I had the top half kind of coming down a bit. Communication is super important in any type of in any type of relationship, friendship, partnership, work relationship. You are working with another person, you need to be able to communicate your emotions to them and try to do so in a way that respects both people, right? Sometimes, and it can be difficult, like we're all human, we get heated, sometimes you say things we don't mean in the moment. Your art looks edible. Thank you. I do enjoy colors and making things look like candy. I actually really love drawing food. I realized this one day when somebody commissioned me to draw a bunch of desserts as sub badges. I don't think they ever even used them because it was for a side channel they didn't end up continuing with. But I realized while drawing that it's really fun to draw food. But also that when I draw sweets, all I crave is sweets. I'll draw a cookie and I'm like, fuck, I want cookies now, you know? It doesn't help that I'm also spending like a long time looking at pictures of cookies as reference before drawing it. And also things aren't fully up to us. If someone isn't willing to communicate their issues, that's on them. By the way, OM on 7TV is like this laughing emote. Sorry, no, that is on that 100%. It's like, you know, your job as an adult is to tell me how you feel. You're not a kid. It's not my job to hold teeth to get it out of you, right? Now that's been mentioned, yeah, it looks it looks very chewy. Thank you. Whoa, Bongo Cat. I just realized there's this piece of me on the screen over here. Let me make Bongo Cat appear so it's not me, but actually Bongo Cat. There we go. Oh, my mom, exactly. It's like a mega lull, but like he has little arms and feet and he's going crazy. He's like, ah! He's going wild with it. He's bouncing on its crazy style. Bongo Cat is giving a lap dance with Spider-Man. Wait. He's like, oh yeah, dance for me, Spidey, dance for me. Because he taps his little paws when you click or press a key on your keyboard. It's so funny. You sent a message? Good. I hope it's nothing and that like they maybe are going through something personally and just didn't want to bring it up to you or something maybe. And that it's not anything bad, or that if it is anything bad, you guys can work it out easily. Because I've definitely had people just suddenly one day out of the blue be like, hey, I've had an issue with you for the past 3 months and you haven't said anything, and I'm like, what? Or they're just gonna ignore you. Well, if that's the case, then I think that's your answer right there, sadly. Right? That shows that they don't think it's worth the time to fix the relationship you two have, which really fucking sucks. And I'm sorry if that is the case. I've been there, and it's kind of like, well, damn. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Here's to hoping, and here's to Bubbles. Alrighty. Oh, whoops. Creo que estoy haciendo. Baby Wonder! Bogo's Vented! Welcome in. Thank you for contributing to science. I appreciate it. Oh no! I didn't realize they were an IRL friend. I thought it was just someone from online only. Yeah, I hope things can be worked out then. That sucks. Because that makes it like the potential to make it even more awkward, right? Because if you see them IRL ever again, it was just like, oh. Wonder, I'm sorry you didn't get first. Better luck next time, buddy. But also Vor. And Vor even, if that's your thing. You know, I don't judge. If you're into Vor, Vor it up, baby. Who am I to judge? Get swallowed, bro. That's all you, homie. Get swallowed whole by a gigantic being. Just me and the homies talking about Vor, you know? It is so humid in here. I do have my humidifier on, I guess. But I'm gonna turn the AC on instead of turning the humidifier off. Oh, what? You don't know what Vor is? Okay, so I won't lie. The first time I heard about Vor and I understood what it was, I was so confused. Because the first time I saw it was on Tumblr, and it was those drawings of, like, you know in Vor drawings that have, like, the person? I'm so sorry, Sarah, for doing this on your, on your drawing. If I ever do a time lapse, there's gonna be this random pregnant person. But, so... I think also why I think your art looks sweet and chewy is that I'm not used to your brush and how it draws. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. Procreate brushes are very smooth. Vor is a fetish of being eaten. Yes, specifically swallowed whole. So I was curious. I was like, so I saw it was like a picture of Sonic. Right? It was like a picture of Sonic. And he was just standing there. Right, here's Sonic. This is actually not a bad Sonic from memory drawing. So here's Sonic, right? And here is, what is Twitch censoring? Why is Twitch censoring words again? somebody else was saying that they had that on their end too. Goblo was saying that Twitch was censoring words. Thank you, Nightbot Magic. Hey, I think you're cute. Devours you whole. Exactly, exactly. Me, yeah, Goblo was saying it too. I think you might need to go back into your settings and make sure that you have it turned off again, which is dumb, why they would suddenly undo it. But anyways, so here's Sonic, and he has, I don't know, like Mario. I don't know why Mario is so much shorter than Sonic. I also don't know how to draw Mario. So here's a dude with a mustache and some, I don't know, this thing. Anyways, so the drawing would be like this in one panel, and then the next panel would have like, I don't know why I'm drawing. The next panel would have Sonic with the baby bump, and I thought this was just classic case of M-Preg, right? And then Mario would be, you know, like inside, sitting and very happy. And I was just so confused. What the fuck? This was, what about this was sexually interesting to people? And so I read Vor fanfic. I did. I went on my little flip phone and I read Vor fanfic at a very young age, and it was, I realized most people with a Vor fetish are actually just little babies who want to be held again and loved. That a lot of it is about feeling warm and safe and secure, like being back inside of the womb. And yeah, and I don't necessarily get the sexual nature of that personally, but I was just curious. And yeah, that was my, you're welcome, Vor. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get rid of this now. I'm gonna show Sarah the time lapse later, and she's gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah, she's gonna be like, what's going on with my commission? I read Pixie's messages, I do blank, and the context was like, that's very open, but you not that I do Vor. Trill doing research on Vor, literally me as a kid figuring out what Vor was. I'm sleepy, sleep time, enjoy your Vor. Bye, Bershie, sleep tight! Don't listen to my bugs bite. What happened to my boy Mario? He got bored by Sonic. Big Joel, Joel wide. I love those, I love Joel as a concept. We just took a fish and spun it and gave it a name. And like, that's it, that's Joel. The spinning fish, he's the chill dude. I'm really impressed with that Vor drawing I just did, by the way. I think that was pretty good on my behalf. I know it was a weird topic to have a discussion on, but sometimes it's good to have informational conversation, because it was like really non-sexual. What I read, it was about a guy and a dragon. And a dragon that needed to keep this guy safe from predators, and was like, I'm gonna have to swallow you, but you'll never be able to come back out. I'll keep you inside one of my stomachs forever. And you won't die, but you will be inside of me forever. And the guy that was like, yes, please. And it described the feeling of being squished and swallowed whole, which honestly sounded horrible to me, like the opposite of something I would enjoy. And then the warmth and coziness of the belly, and how it felt to hear the noise of the dragon talking around it, and how, yeah, it was like the least sexual fanfic I have ever read. I was just like, what? Where's the sex in that? Like, there was no coming, there was no boner, there was no vagina. I was like, little me was very curious about things at the time. I was a fucking menace about the internet. I had unadulterated access to the internet at way too young of an age, and I was just researching everything you fucking could with no repercussion. Because I had a personal laptop that I got at like way too young. And it didn't start off like that, but it turned into that real fast. The fish get de-lined up after some time, do they? They're still fine for me right now. You know? But there was all sorts of weird shit. The way Tumblr introduced me to so much shit. is you know, forever part of my character. I was your choice for that drawing Sonic though, because that was the original drawing I saw, was like a Sonic Mario vor. Sorry, I guess that did feel really specific if I hadn't shared that yet. Oh, okay, yeah. It was like a Sonic, it was a Sonic Mario vor drawing I found. I was like, what the fuck? I thought at first, I was like, why is Sonic pregnant with a full-grown Mario? Because there was no context given to the image. And I was really confused. And I looked into the replies and stuff, and then I saw the word vor mentioned, and so I looked it up. Why is Nightbot able to speak magic? Yeah. The funny reason my Nightbot says magic to everybody is because I say magic to people. I used to have this thing where people would be like, what do you want? I'd be like, surprise me. People would be like, where is that? I'd be like, in your ass. I'd be like, why is something? I'd be like, magic. They'd be like, what do we do when we do this? I'd be like, cry. I had set answers to every type of question, and I was so annoying with it. I was such a character in college, bro. I think back to some of the things I've done. I mean, I'm the character now still, I guess, but you know how when you look at yourself retroactively, it's not necessarily cringe, but you're just like, what a silly goose. Where are my cats, Trill? You don't want to know. Just. I hate that that's actually the answer to that question. And I'm also imagining you saying it like the dog from Rick and Morty. Where are my nuts, Summer? Where are my balls, Summer? Oh my gosh. Where are my balls, Summer? That emote is so good. I'm so glad it's a Twitch Global one. Because it's like, what is that? It's just so good. Its fucking face is so good. I get it, it's a scaredy cat, but it's just so funny. It's like, ooh, more like disgusted cat, you know? Like, ooh. Like judgmental cat. What? Pixie? Pixie just nuked the fuck out of Artie! Hi, AWOL. Welcome in, cutie. I hope you're having a good day. I was finding an emo, girl! Also, oh my god, not the Angie and gun combo. That's so funny, Poggy. Artie! Artie's like, what did I do? Why? Why? What did I do? No! Poggy, no! Not the camp of cats! I just realized you cannot see screen over my big ass head. Over, you can't see the chat. Over my big ass head on screen. Not the kitty cats! Okay. It's the wrong color. Alright, we do a little bit of this. And a little bit of a green. And then we do her eyebrows, which are a little smaller. And then we bring that down. Copy and paste, flip, move, make it a little smaller. face reminds me of the face from Madagascar when the giraffe is passing gas. Not you accidentally clicking the timeout button on Artie, that's so funny. Also, come! Yes. I'm sure Artie's fine with it. It was so dark in the void. No, I was in somebody's chat the other day, and I was memeing, and the fucking mod like banned me for a minute, and I was like, ah! Like, I wasn't even tied down. I was like straight up banned, and then they unbanned me, and I was like, I'm so scared. Like, I knew it was a joke, but in the moment I was like, oh fuck, what if they don't unban me? And then I could never type again. Thankfully they did though. They did unban me. All is good. Bro, it's very warm today. I don't want to turn the AC down too much because then it'll get icky. Cold icky, you know, but so the difference between the old females of grippers away.
Amy, what the fuck is happening?
Oh my god, those dogs are barking! Thank you for putting those grippers away from me, Poggy. I appreciate it. They forgot to unban you! A1, no! Are you guys fucking?
No.
Are you serious? Right in front of my salad? You guys are fucking gross. Thank you for the salad, too. The way it took me a full 5 seconds to figure out what happened, I was like, oh, why was I already messaging Lena trying to read it instead of me realizing I did it? I was just sharing my excitement over the Darth Jar Jar email. Yeah, I was like, what did Artie say? You're still banned and no one remembers why, so they don't want to undo it. Oh no! Oh, that's kind of sad. That's actually kind of sad. Like, the kind of joke gone wrong. You love Jar Jar? That is very funny. What? What? Oh. I thought I wasn't watching anymore. There's dozens of us. Dozens! Not the dozens! Look at that cat serving 30 years in prison for first-degree arson, bro. It's so sad. I've learned not to mess too hard with mods and communities I'm enjoying. Yeah. Yeah. I generally don't interact way too much, or if I do, I try to be extra careful, you know? You're about okie dokie! I don't know. They probably can, but they don't want to, because it's a pretty big VTuber, so it's like probably a lot of work to have to go back, and ultimately moderators of a community that large aren't gonna risk it just undoing it without checking. And most of them probably, I don't know if she pays her mods or not. Not a lot of mods get paid even for bigger streamers. So I would not be surprised if they were just like, yeah, we got a lot of shit to do, sorry. You know, as sad as that is and frustrating. Doesn't make it better or okay, but it is what's probably happened, unfortunately. Which is shitty to do. Shitty to do indeed. I'm sure my ADHD would have stopped caring about Bay's Discord the following week anyways. Fair enough. I get that, I get that. Like, it's not even like a mean thing, it's just, you know, next hyperfixation type thing. A shirt for this character? Hold on. in case I pull up something. I don't want to show on screen. At least we did. Oh no, we did. It's like a tank top with a black choker and a green star. Okay. Tank top, black tank top with a purple tank top with a black choker and a green star. Okay. This is not the image I meant to reopen. Spider-Man always dancing on the beats upsets me. It's so cool, dude. He's just going at it. He's just that cool, bro. Look at him go. I love this song so much. He is him. True. Very true, very true. With the little excuse me. That's me right now, Poggy. For real though. For real, for real. Did I give her gloves before? I think I did. No, I gave the glove petting her. I gave the hand petting her gloves. Okay, she doesn't have gloves. You're good, you're good. Yeah, I just have stuff I don't want to spoil more than anything right now. Hands. Little gingerbread ass hands. You know, like the gingerbread man. One version here. What is that? Oh, I can see it. That's cute. Shut up. That's actually really cute. Why does it look like a little kitty cat? That looks like a little kitty cat. That's so cute.
Don't let the parasites get all out of your lungs. Don't let the parasympathetic go silently out.
Who's that girl? This girl? Her name is not really Sarah on Twitch. Oh, shut up, that's cute too. How did you make them different? Oh, you use the emojis instead of the BTTV ones. I see, I see. I like them both. They're very cute. That's very cute. Also, welcome in, Allison. Okay, so then we have these two. Now go back to animation assist. Yeah! It's looking good. Obviously a little messy with the hair. I think I'll fix that out later. But for a sketch to give the client, I think this is quite good. Alright, next. Next! Oh, actually, next we'll work on a different commission. So now we're gonna work on Goblo's illustration, which this was like a rough example for color setup and stuff. So we're gonna be going off from here now. Are you guys in an ad? Wait, are you guys in an ad right now? You guys shouldn't be in another ad for 30 minutes. Oh no, the pre-rolls are on. It's because you accidentally backed out. Okay, let me go ahead and run the 3-minute then to turn pre-rolls off. Oh, I feel bad though, because then Poggy's gonna have to go through a bunch of ads. This stream is like a candy heaven. I love the vibes. Oh, thank you. Welcome in, Monkey. I hope you're having a good day today. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, I'll snooze these ads on Twitch for another 15 minutes. And what that'll do is give us some time. Twitch Turbo goes crazy. I gave back in and re-got it. It's one of the things I gave up when I got laid off, but I was like, bro, I fucking watch way too many Twitch things to have. It's like one of the few things I can actually like justify by how many hours I spend watching Twitch, which is a lot. All right, I'm actually gonna do my line art in bright red so I can genuinely see the difference. I also kind of wanted to change where this ear came out from, but we'll deal with that later. I like starting with the eyes in a drawing. I'm a big fan of the eyes, so we'll do the eyes first. So this drawing commission is for a D&D character for Goblo, and it is based off of Fern from Frieren, the anime. And it's basically Fern, but she's a tiefling with shaved horns, and she's Asian instead of Fern being, I guess, presumably like European descent. Oh, the Dancing Spider-Man, yes! Yes! I knew the Dancing Spider-Man was a good move. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. We're happy to have you. Always happy to have another buddy around. Always happy. Now, what I don't like right here is this, like, this line that I've accidentally created with her bangs and her eyes. So I think I'm gonna move the bang line up a bit when I draw. What the fuck is this emote? It's, whoa. When did I add that? What the fuck is that emote? Shut up! I don't remember adding that. I hate that so much, and I'm really glad it's small on the screen so no one else I'm zooming in on it. It's certainly a creature, yeah. It's a finger with either a nut or a tit coming out of its butt with arms for legs. That was my best attempt to explain it to mobile and YouTube viewers who may not be able. I think it's a tit. A little tit. I don't remember adding. See, this is the issue when you like are very bad with remembering and being present in situations.
I don't fucking remember doing shit. And I prank myself all the time. I have a personal server, and I've created a new one. But I remember one night, I was really tired. A flesh ant? Kind of. Yeah, I guess that's one way to describe it. A flesh ant thing. But like one night I was really tired, and I was like, I'm gonna change my server name to the fucking suckin' shack. Cause it's just me in there. And I completely forgot about it. And then like 2 months later, I'm sending something from my iPad to my personal server, and I read the name, because I usually just look at the icon, and I read the name and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, this will fuck with future me so bad, because I had no recollection of doing it. And then of course, once I saw it and thought about it, I was like, oh, I mean, actually I do remember doing that. This, I genuinely don't remember doing, but I probably just saw it and was like, that's weird. I'm gonna add that. I'm sorry, Pixie. Pixie's like, what the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna leave this here as like a little guide to remind me when I draw the bangs. So let's then draw in blue. So it pops. It was added in 2022. I really don't remember. That was before I became a VTuber then. Nah, bro, I make 2022, that's wild. Make the background a little darker so I can see a little easier. Whoa, that's a huge brush. I didn't mean to do that.
Did not mean to do that. My bad.
Me for real, same though. I want to make this a little sharper. For like, you know, that beat. Oh, wrong way. Oh god, I was trying to readjust my seat and I failed. Rather readjust in my seat, not the seat itself. I'm gonna blow some bubbles. One segundo. Being your own amusement is something people wish for. True. True. I was an only child of a single mother, so I learned to amuse myself pretty early on. God, speaking of that, I got hit with the most For You page TikTok. What is this? The one here. Go ahead and redeem it. Let's see what song it plays. Go ahead and redeem it, and you'll find out, Poggy. But on TikTok today, I got Till back to school. Denim haircut. Backpacks, come get your backpacks. Boots and pants, new shoes. Get yourself an outfit. Denim. Boots and pants, haircut, new shoes. So get yourself back to school with these shoes. Haircut. There you go. That was it. Plays one of like 5 different songs that I have set up to play. They're all really weird. TikTok gave me a video that was like explaining the bond between single mothers whose husbands left them with the child, and like the weird emotional like stress the child is put under in that situation. And I was like, I closed it before I even finished the fucking video. I was like, nah, fuck this shit. This is too on the nose. I was like, oh nah, fuck that, get out of here, go away. You love how the Spider-Man dances to every song. I love it. Yes, that was his whole thing when he came out, bro. This gif is like internet history. He matches every song. If you give it enough time, he'll line up to it eventually. I'm not sure. Tumblr once explained the website once. You know, I found an explanation of it, but I can't pop. It's something to do with like beats and music beats, and I think it's like 3/4 being like the most popular rhythm. So if you design something dancing to a 3/4 rhythm, the odds of it lining up are pretty high or something like that. I can't remember fully. But it is probably one of the things that I love the most about this scene, and I always forget it's here, and when I see it, it brings me joy too. So I'm just glad we all find joy in this little dancing Spider-Man. Where did I? Here, wrong way. No, that was the right way. Oh, it's just literally not a closed circle, so it can't fucking fill. That's on me. OMG Trill, I found out these two girls at work talk crap about me. Oh no! What? Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? What's the VGen I see on the computer screen? It's, oh, I froze. So VGen, when my model is frozen, is a website where you can find art to commission or buy. And yeah, there's the link to mine if you want. You don't have to check it out, but that's what it is. It was made mostly for VTubers, but anybody can use it for any reason they want, as long as it's obviously art related or you find the service on there. One of them was presenting and showed the chat by accident of them talking. Girl, that's so shitty. I'm so sorry, Pixie. Fuck them. Fuck them. That's so shit. My manager is having a convo with them today about it. Okay, good. Yeah, because it's not like you're the only one who saw it. Like, if they were doing it in front of... That's so... First off, that's stupid. They're so stupid for doing that on work time and work devices where they're fucking showing you something. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm mad. I'm mad for you. I hate them. I don't even know them and I hate them. If you're an artist digitally who struggles with drawing left-hand stuff, the flip canvas is your best friend. Also, hi, Lords. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good day so far. Alright, so that's that part of the eye. For now, that's fine. I'm gonna... Different energies I bring, only sickness I fling. Bad like Gustavo, think can't try not a ting. Fly boy, I got the wings, and they can't keep up with me, dog. That's why all that I bring is wins, and they wanna hold me back, never doubt I'm a king. When they grab my killer chap on the ting, I don't wanna hear no talk from jokers. Say you got waves, I'll split that like Moses. The way that I catch it is flawless, it's awkward, cause they can't do it when they talk up. I don't wanna hear that ever. Stay on the ground like all because I know how to do my job. Like, I'm never rude and I always help. If someone has a question and I have an answer, I jump in or I come up with a solution, I guess. People have literally asked me to quit participating in class as much because of shit like that. Like, okay, there was one time the teacher asked me to, but her reasoning was very valid, was that in the class it was a discussion class, and every time she would ask a question, I'd have an answer. But I'd try to wait out the time for people to answer, and then when nobody would answer, I'd give an answer. And she said, I want you to wait and just not answer for some of them, because other people have started to become dependent on you answering them. This was in graduate school, so we're all like, you know, adults. I was like, no, that's super valid. So I learned to like slow down there. But like but in undergrad, in an art class, we would do critiques, and I would always give people feedback. And before a critique one day, somebody was like, can you like not talk as much during critiques? You're making the rest of us look bad. And I was like, no, why don't you guys just talk more? Like, I looked at her like she was dumb. I was like, what? You did not just ask me to nerf myself for you. Are you stupid? Like, girl, just fucking speak up. Like, what the hell do you mean? No. I was like, did you really think I was gonna say yes? The fuck? No. Who asks that? Can you, like, nerf yourself for my sake? Thanks. Like, how fucking spoiled. It was a really rich people's school, to be fair. I should not have gone there. I went there because I felt special for going there, but it was way too expensive for me. The people were all assholes. It was not worth it. You're from Iran. Internet just became shitty. Bye, everyone. Bye, monkey. Have a good night. It is literally a skill issue. Exactly. Lord, thank you for contributing to science, by the way. Got up at a better time, so you're happy. I'm proud of you. I like art, and I want to get into art, but I find it too boring, like, to draw. That's fair, Poggy. That's fair. I have to do it in short amounts of time, and with like a lot of distractions going at the same time. Yeah, like I don't do it every time. Like I don't answer everything, and I give a chance for people to respond. I don't want to work hard, and you're making me look bad for working. Exactly, AWOL. It was like when people would get mad at me for curve breaking in physics in high school, because our teacher graded on a curve, and I was just really good at physics. It was all open note. We literally could bring a whole, like a thick ass 3-inch binders full of notes and answers and past problems. Like, I was just like, how are you guys not acing this? It's so easy. Later, I realized I might just be autistic and math comes to me way more simply than most people. But at the time, I was like, bro, y'all are just kind of dumb. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Get on my level. But physics, I don't know, physics just bored me. I was more of a chemistry gal because it actually challenged me because I suck at memorization. These are all things I retroactively realized, but in the moment I was just like, man, physics is so boring, but chemistry makes me feel things when I get a good grade, versus when I get a good grade in physics, it's like expected. Pancho, thank you for contributing to science. I appreciate it. Welcome in. There are a lot of irritably awful people out there. Definitely people who are like, why are you even... there's a lot of teachers, for example, who I'm like, why do you teach? You clearly hate students. You clearly hate your job. Like, when I taught university, some of the things teachers would tell me when they were telling me how to handle students was just like, felt like war guide information. They were just like, oh, don't trust anything they say. Nothing they say is real. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, they treat it like a battle. And I'm just like, dude, they're adults. This is not high school. Why are you treating them like children? And even then, you shouldn't treat children like this. Like, what? It's just kind of weird, you know? The praise only counts if I have to exert myself. Honey, you still have a praise kink. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I do. I actually made a TikTok about this recently, about Aoni, because they give you like like an achievement for like every 100 steps you take or something, and I'm like, I love this, praise me more. I do too. Yeah. And these women are like 15 plus years older than me. Not at your big age, bro. No, because that's exactly the kind of the age that those people still do shit like that, because they think it's like women be women, and that you're like a threat because you're younger than them or some shit. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. I'm sorry, Pixie. Not the adult ass women being horrible. That's terrible. But I'm gonna extra cheat and just see if I can. I'm such a cheater. Digital art is such a cheating, you know, I just cheat. It's not real art, I'm just cheating. There are people who genuinely feel that way, by the way. Like, I'm being sarcastic, but there are people out there who genuinely feel that if you don't do, like, physical art, that it's not real. And I would like everybody to know I got my degree in not even drawing. Is that the talented Trillestial? Is that the awesome Reptilian? Hi, Reptilian. How you doing today? It's good to see you. Oh, she looks creepy without pupils. Look at that. You wake up to this at the edge of your bed, and what you doing? You going back to bed. You turning around and pretending you didn't see it. You're like, oh god. Maybe that's what I would do. Alright, for now. I'm passing by. That's fair, that's fair. How about yourself? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. Sometimes I feel like I'm cheating by learning to draw with digital art, and then I just remind myself that I'm still challenging myself, so fuck it. Yeah, dude. There's like a whole other side to digital art that's just like learning the fucking software and how to make the most of it. That's a whole thing. It's a very different, like you can apply a lot of the same skills to both, but ultimately the digital art it's a whole other animal to tackle. I don't really feel like doing the pupils right now. But for now, we're just gonna leave that there. Do a little nose. I'm gonna make this background lighter. Oh, I got rid of the background for some reason. Oh, no I didn't. The background color's right here, but I forget because it was so dark. Because like, I'm like, now everything is too dark. I can't tell where things are. Exactly. Yeah. I think AI tools to help people, really great. When AI steals and is used to replace people, it's really shit. And it's really that simple. Like, I don't understand how people can't differentiate and understand like the difference between just straight up theft and like using it to help you like remove the background from a photograph or something. Which is like, you can use AI for both, but guess what? One is actually ethically wrong. Crazy, crazy. And it's actually kind of illegal as well, but you know, fuck creators, right? Alrighty. I like the slight smirk more than the obvious smirk, so I went back on that a bit. Oh, fudged it. But unironically, one of the reasons for example, my line confidence when I draw is something I actually learned from printmaking in undergrad, which is the process of scoring copper plates with like this specific kind of tool. So you take like a copper plate, and copper's pretty soft, right? So what you do is you would put this resin over the top of the plate, and you let it sit and dry, and then when it was dry, you would lightly sketch with a pencil what you wanted to etch out, and then you would use a special tool to scrape off, you know, whatever shape or design you wanted. And the deeper the scratch, the darker the line would be, because eventually what would happen is you would put it back into the water, and everywhere covered in the resin, or not the water, sorry, you put it in a vat of acid, and everywhere but the resin would get eaten at, and those little lines you made would get deeper. And when you later put ink over the copper plate after everything had been washed off and you just are left with these engravings, you put ink on the plate, then you wipe it all off, and then you put it over on top of a piece of paper and you put it through the press, and it makes a design. Actually, I might have a picture. Hold on. I might actually have pictures of some of my old prints that I can share real fast. Might. Where is this? Where? Where is the file folder showing up? Computer? Oh, it's behind this. Never mind. Let me see. I believe it's in my external hard drive. There it is. Nope. Where was it? Oh, did I get rid of it? Bro, that's so like me. I got rid of it. Oh no! Why would I do that? Oh wait, no, I didn't. They're right here. Okay, whew, I scared myself. And so what we would do, make sure that I'm not doxing anything here. Or what I would do rather, what you could do is, so basically this is what the final print would look like. And you could go back through and place pieces of paper over the paper you were gonna print over, and it can create fun things like this. This was the final version of that print. The last stage, rather. I did prints at multiple stages. But basically one of the reasons I had to learn line confidence is because there was no undoing in this. And it was very difficult. You had to learn how to really force your lines. I would go over with ink sometimes, but yeah, I started with like physical art, but I did not draw in any way that was useful. God, this was my first attempt at drawing like an actual thing. This is when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna stick to abstract and geometry stuff. And I painted the fuck over it because I really hated it. This one was a fuck up, but I realized I could make it better, and I really like how it turned out. Sometimes mistakes in art can turn into really nice things. I really like this one because I drew over it afterwards. Here's another one. I did a double print where I did it in red, and then I flipped it, and I did it in black, which was really cool. Here's another one of the triangles. And this is, I just drew over this in pen and marker. But yeah, printmaking actually taught me quite a bit about line work, but I never actually took any official drawing classes or anything like that. All of that I learned on my own. So I forgot where I was going with all this. Oh, when people say digital art is cheating. A lot of digital artists started off as traditional artists, and even if you didn't, it's okay. Doodling in your book counts, you know? That is traditional art still. I got off on a really big tangent there, sorry. I just realized how big of a tangent that was. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. And then I want to follow... Yeah, that angle for the ear. Not whatever other angle I had. How am I? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Wanderer. How How are you doing?
Wait a minute.
Are y'all pants on? Are you guys fucking?
No, I'm not.
Are
Are you serious? Right in front of my salad? You guys are fucking gross. Thank you for the salad, Wanderer. I appreciate it. Alright, that's good, that's good. So I think I might do... That's fine. Always in front of my salad, true. Always right in front of my salad. There are also people who think using mechanics intentionally to put into a video game is cheating, so what do people's opinions actually matter anyways? True! What a great way to say that, actually, though. You can't please everybody with your actions, and trying to will just drive you crazy. Because there are going to be people who think one thing and there are going to be people who think the exact opposite, and both are going to call you crazy for not believing them. You know? The horns here, because she is a tiefling. The only way to play ER is naked, wretch, real, RL, one roll, one no roll, exactly. Exactly, you get it. Like, if you don't play it that way, then I don't want to talk to you about it. Like, your opinion doesn't even matter. It's like, bro, that's not how that works, but okay, homie. Control. All of you wasting my time now. All of y'all all in my timeline. I know I'm getting control. I know I'm getting control. All of you wasting my time now. All of y'all all in my timeline. I know I'm getting control. In fact, I consider human cognitive function as cheating. BS, therefore I lobotomize myself before playing first-person shooters. I like that one the most. Oh my god, that's so I don't know why that's just so funny. It's like somebody who would tell you the only way to play games is blindfolded. Like, what? Not saying there aren't people who basically have to because of impaired vision, but I'm saying, like, let people play the way they want to play it, for fuck's sake, bro. It's not like they're coming into your house and forcing you to play that way. People take things so personally sometimes when you do that. Like, I think the best example I've learned over the years since I stopped drinking is, like, people who take it personally. When I say that I stopped drinking, they're like, oh, like, you can tell they won't say it, but in the way they behave, they act like I just said that I'm better than them or something, and I'm like, look, you've known me for a while, you knew I had a problem with this, why are you acting like this, bro? And people who really saw the bad side of my drinking absolutely did not behave like that, but those who were more casual friends, you could see some of them, like, kind of drift away from me because of it. It's so weird. Being able to see my slow, low move in a fighting game is cheating. You should just get hit by it. So true, bestie. Cognitive patterns are used to make you spend more and result in pay to win games. In this essay, I will... Exactly. I don't drink and I never have, and I 100% get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. It's becoming more popular to just not drink, period, which is great. But, when I stopped drinking, like, it wasn't even like people stopped necessarily hanging out with me sometimes because of it. But like there was just certain things I didn't do as much anymore. Or like if I went out, you know, I'd maybe leave early because like I didn't really have a reason to stay there. Oh shit, who's calling me? Hold on. CVS calls me like once a week about this prescription we filled last year one time when Phil's got pneumonia. And they call me once a week about it. Like, hey, by the way, it's expired. I'm like, yes, cool, bye. Like, what do you want me to do? I don't care. So I don't need it anymore. Leave me alone. When I didn't drink, it was so common for people to be like, are you taking medication? Like, bro, no, what an invasive question, right? Like, shit, I don't ask you about your personal shit like that. Also, friends, we have an ad break. We will be back in 3 minutes on Twitch, to be clear. I don't know how ads work for YouTube Live, but I don't think this channel's monetized yet, so I don't think you get ads on YouTube just yet. Do with that info what you will. Unless I'm wrong and there's still ads, which would be kind of shitty because I definitely am not monetized. I know for a fact I don't get invited to house parties because they think that I will be influenced to sporadically drink. Besties, I haven't drank since I'm 27 years old on this planet. I had a friend whose parents, who were divorced, both opened bars. I guess they owned one together and then they divorced, and there was 2 bars later on. And he was like, yeah, I saw too many drunk people at such a young age and I saw exactly what alcohol did. He was like, I'm good, man. Like, I'm good, man. It wasn't like he judged anybody. Like, I got to go to the bars all the time because I drank when I knew him for a while. And he was one of those people that really helped when I didn't have a lot of friends anymore when I stopped drinking. Because he could be that, like, reminder, like, hey, you don't need to drink to have a good time. And I didn't, especially because I didn't stop doing everything else exactly. And I did quite a bit. But yeah. I judge people who think they have to be drunk to have a good time, but are somehow so much more boring than me. I feel like I used to... I don't know. It was a lot of reasons I drank. But I definitely used to think that I couldn't drink. Like, I couldn't live without drinking. And a lot of people feel that way, and it's addiction. It's unfortunate, because it's a normalized addiction, right? Yeah, that's alcoholism. There are a lot of people who are alcoholics out there who just don't want to admit it or aren't ever forced to admit it because it's so normalized, especially in college, which is when I started my heavy drinking. I started drinking in high school, but I really started drinking a lot in college, and yeah. Hi, Mr. Brav. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How you doing today? It is good to see you. Pretty good. I think I've beaten the enhanced night. Nice! I'll be playing that in a bit, actually. Welcome back from the ad break, Twitch friends. Thank you for sitting through it. Sorry it happened. They're annoying, I know, but alas, I gotta run them at some point. I think it's best to try to do it when nothing crazy is happening. The drawing streams are a little different because it's not like I can just like, I mean, I guess I could just stop for 3 minutes, but you know. He's definitely easier than Adele. Okay, well, I'm ready. What I hear with this song, and I love it. How does this look? How horrible does this look? Oh, I just forgot to make the eyes. It'll look different with the hair. I don't hate it, actually. I think this line could be a little nicer. Down here and clean this up. Nice. It's looking good. It's looking good. Adele, hello from the other side. Oh my gosh. I'm really happy with the sound. This house. Fucking talking apparently is hard. Really happy with how this is coming out so far, but I think that's enough drawing for me right now. But I was a youngster that said only rock music is real music. I still loved Adele. Hi, Wong. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I'm gonna go back over to the just chatting screen. I'm gonna come over here. Boop, boop, boop. Gonna remove the drawing stuff. Oh, okay. And then gonna turn this off. Linkin Park had a big hand in it though. Fair enough. Linkin Park was pretty dang cool. So understandable. Alright, YouTube. Twitch, say goodbye to YouTube. Say goodbye, YouTube. I'm gonna be right back on another stream with Night Rain. I'm gonna run to the bathroom after I start that, and then we'll switch to Night Rain because I just ran the ad break for Twitch, so we don't have to do that. Goodbye, Lizard. No, be nice to YouTube chat. We love YouTube chat. Bye, YouTube. Mwah. And then new stream.